back to Cooking with KD, the Comfort Food King. This week, for your culinary edification, we are going to give you a tutorial from the archive, how to properly make a bologna sandwich. Check it out. We're going to go old school, bologna and cheese sandwich. You start with Wonder Bread. Any kind of white bread. It could be Rainbow, Mrs. Baird's. It's got to be white. When I was coming up, really two kinds of bread, white bread and wheat. And wheat was considered exotic. So we're going white bread, Wonder Bread. And then you want the bologna. Don't go get some uncured fancy bologna. We're talking Oscar Mayer. Looks the same now that it did in the 70s when I was coming up. Two kinds of sandwiches back in the day. Peanut butter and jelly on white, or bologna and cheese. And so you can see, look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. So you put the bologna, actually I skipped. Let me step back, put that right there. We got mayo. Get white mayo, Miracle Whip, Hellmann's. Don't get any Chipotle mayo from Trader Joe's. We're talking white mayonnaise. Get a good slather, that's the key. Don't skimp. The mayo is the money. And I would also say butter both slices, because I think that's the key. And again, be generous. Don't be worried about it. Now, I don't do mustard. There were some kids when I grew up. I was born in '63, graduated from high school in '81. So really I'm a kid growing up in the 70s. When you took your lunch to school, it was peanut butter and jelly or bologna and cheese. Some kids would do mustard, but I consider that a little highfalutin. Cheese, Kraft American singles. They have to be the ones that are individually wrapped in plastic. Don't use Swiss. Don't give me that Monterey Jack. Oh, it's fantastic. And look at that. As you can see, that's the basic. You're basically done. In terms of plating it, squish it together like that. You got it. Now, when I was a kid, I would see kids at the lunchroom, and they would have it cut diagonally, which I thought was cool. My mom always cut it rectangularly, and I remember asking her, could I have my sandwich cut in a triangle? And she was, no way. You live your life in a linear fashion. Straight angles. That's the way it is, son. But you know what? I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. So we're going to go with the angular cut. Look at that. And you would put it in a brown paper bag, typically with a baggie. Now we didn't have Ziploc technology back then. It was just a flap. A flap was all we needed back then. Some kids would have it wrapped in aluminum foil or tin foil. And every now and then you'd see a kid who had a sandwich wrapped in wax paper, which I never really understood and never trusted those children. But anyway, that's basically it. This is the classic bologna and cheese sandwich. Bon appetit. Timeless, delicious. Take care. That's it for Cooking with KD, the Comfort Food King. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
The Comfort Food King.